Hi friends, it's Mrs. Mayo in your garden. How are you today? I thought today, instead of reading a story, instead of story time, we could do craft time. How does that sound? And I thought we're gonna do maybe 3 or 4 together. These are things you can do at home with things you probably have at home. We're gonna start with a rainbow bird seed feeder. Are you ready? Okay, let's start this together. What you will need are popsicle sticks. These are big fat color ones. You don't necessarily need to use this. If you have smaller popsicle sticks that are even plain, you could paint your bird seed feeder later. We'll need some glue, a ruler just to start, and a bit of twine or whatever you have around the house, twine or string or a pretty ribbon. And scissors to cut that ribbon. That's probably something you might need to do with an adult. Well, all of this would be fun to do with an adult in your house. Okay, here we go. You ready? So I'm lining up my ruler because I want the bottom of my feeder to be straight. And if we start off with a straight bottom, will be great. So I'm gonna put a drop of glue here and a drop of glue here. Oops. You know what? I did that wrong. I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna start with my 2 going this way. I'm learning how to do this too. And this way. And then I'm gonna put a drop of glue here and a drop of glue there. And then I'm gonna put my stick. I'm gonna hold it down for a second because glue takes a little bit of time to dry. Now we can keep adding sticks till we get the bottom all done. I'm gonna put a little line of glue on that and a little line of glue here. And I like to mix my colors all up. So I'm just gonna go in my pile and get a red. Maybe next one would be a yellow. I'm gonna push down as I go so that it dries. And I see right here I'm gonna need a little more glue. And then what color I haven't used? Ooh, pretty blue. I love that blue. Oh, and it may be an orange. Doesn't matter, you can do it any way you want because you are the artist. And I keep pushing down. What other color? Maybe another green. I'm gonna push down, and maybe I should end with a purple. So we now have the bottom of our bird feeder. But what does a bird need? Because a bird needs a perch. So before we turn this over and keep going, we are going to put down the perch. Can you hear all the birds in the garden? They're so happy the sun is out today, and I am too. Hold that down. And I'm carefully going to flip over the bottom of my greenhouse. Goodness gracious. You know what doesn't feel quite dry yet? I think I will take something to help me turn it over. I just so happen to have a plate. So I'm gonna slide. It's not dry yet. You know what? We're gonna let this sit for a minute and come back. I'm gonna add a little more glue. It's kind of good we're doing this together so we can see what we need to do and that we needed to wait a little bit longer. Okay, so I'm gonna put that one back and I put this one back. And I'm gonna scoot it over here to dry a bit more. Okay. We'll come back to that in just a minute. Push down, oh, hurry up and dry. So let's go on. This is one of my favorite things to do. I've done this for many, many years. I used to do it with my Girl Scouts. We're going to paint with flowers. Have you ever done that before? So I just need some white paper or whatever paper you have at home and some flowers. I'll put that right there. The kind that has like nice, distinct petals works really well because it's flat and you can use that. This will be our paintbrush. I also picked another one. It's a little teeny tiny, but that will work. And I know I have a leaf around here somewhere. Maybe it blew off. Oh, I found it. So I just picked 3 colors. Whatever you have, I have a green, I have a yellow, and I have a very pretty orange. You don't want your flower to have a ton of paint on it because you want to be able to see all the petals when it goes on the paper. So I'm very carefully going to paint my flower. See, I'm just putting a little bit of paint on it. I want to get all the parts of the flower so that it makes a really pretty print on my paper. By the way, this is an African daisy. Isn't it gorgeous? I'm going to get all my little tips. So, when I put this down on the paper, I'm going to go straight down and I'm going to press it with my fingers. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to pull it straight up. Could have used a little bit more, so maybe I'm going to dip it in yellow. This time I'm going to dip it a little bit because these are pretty delicate petals and they're falling off. Okay, let's see, and I pull it right up. I might need to use my finger to move the paint around. Probably should have used the paintbrush, but Mrs. Mayo always is doing things like this. Okay, I'm gonna put it back down. Press it and pull it straight up. Ooh, I like this. What do you think? Isn't that pretty? Do you like it? Let me see. I'm gonna try the little one. What color should I do? Maybe yellow? Let's try yellow. Except it's got a little orange on it now. This time I am gonna use my paintbrush again because this is a very delicate little flower and I don't want it to get all smushed in that paint. Okay, I think I have enough paint on it. I think I have more paint on me. That's how I tend to usually paint. Not a neat. You see? So same thing. I'm going to put it straight down on the paper. I'm going to press with my finger and I'm going to pull it up. Do you like it? I bet you can do a better job than I'm doing. Next, I'm going to take a leaf and I'm going to paint the underneath side of it where you can feel the veins. Can you see those? They're going to make a really pretty print. I know I have another paintbrush around here somewhere, but I'm just going to use the one I had. And again, I'm gonna paint it. Isn't that funny, painting a flower, painting a leaf? And like I said, you can use any kind of paint you have handy. This is pretty, what I'm using here is pretty thick paint. I think I would use thinner paint if I'd had some up here at the garden. Almost done. I'm getting all of it. I want to get all of it because I want it all to show up on my paper. It's kind of fun. What happens after a while is all your colors get mixed, and then you have really different, interesting color combinations. Okay, I think it's ready. I really want to make sure I get that tip and the edges. All right, I think it's ready. Again, I'm gonna put it down. Straight down. And I'm gonna use my fingers. Okay, I'm gonna lift it up by the stem. Ooh. What do you think? And you can keep going around and around on your paper. I like that, do you? Okay. All right. I'm gonna put that back over and let's go see if our bottom dried. Oh, it did. Yay! Now I can carefully flip it over and we can continue our bird seed feeder. Yay, that makes me happy. I'm gonna move my other supplies over there. All right, so I'm gonna get my glue again. Now we're gonna start to build it. You are going to have one stick here and one stick here. And then I'm going to place a drop of glue on all 4 corners. And I'm gonna put a stick here and a stick here. And then I'm just gonna keep going like that. I'm gonna go this way and then that way. We'll keep going. Drop of glue, drop of glue, drop of glue. Put a stick there, press down, and another stick. What color haven't I used for a bit? Red. Put another one here. And I'm just gonna keep doing that until we get to be about that deep. Should I keep going a little bit more? So now I'm gonna go across. Press down. And sometimes you'll need to use your fingers to make sure it stays straight. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. And another one. And then I'm gonna put dots of glue again on the corners. I'm doing this kind of fast because we have other crafts we need to get to today. But you can take your time. Push down. What color haven't I? Blue. I love this color blue. Kind of a turquoise blue. And you just keep doing that over and over again till you get the size you want. Should I do one more layer so we see? Look at my hands. I'm not a very neat painter. Let's do one more. So a drop of glue, a drop of glue, drop of glue, drop of glue, glue. And I'm gonna go this way and that way. See how tall it's getting already? Whoops, there we go. So I'm gonna leave it to dry. And at the very end, what you'll need to do is cut a piece of string. It depends on what kind of branch you're hanging it from. So an adult can help you cut a piece of string and you're just gonna feed it through the popsicle sticks and make a knot. Do the same thing on the opposite side. And there you go. You have a beautiful rainbow bird feeder. And I don't know if I showed you this, but I got bird seed for all of us. So I'll send you home some bird seed and then hang it. A nice place to do is hang it by a window so you can see your friends come and visit. Okay. So I'm gonna straighten my craft table for a little bit and put my extra sticks away and my twine, because I don't need those anymore. All right. Put them in this bag. With my other supplies so they all stay together so I can finish my rainbow bird seed feeder later. Do you think we should hang one up in the garden? Okay. So, have you ever made a rainbow garden? I think it would be something fun for us to do together. And we've been talking a lot about the parts of a plant. We have, it's called a camellia. I grow them at my house. Whoops. It's a very big bush. So we have the stem, we have the beautiful white camellia flower, and we have leaves. But does anybody remember what a stem does? What does a stem do for this flower? Well, when it's in the ground and you have this bush has a big trunk that's in the ground, and what's below the ground? Roots. So those roots gather the minerals and water, but the stem is like a straw and sucks the water up to the flowers and the leaves. So I'm going to break off a little bit of this. And I have these containers. I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what you'll need for this craft is, if you can find a white flower, that's great. If you can't, we can also use celery, because it's a stem and it will act like a straw too. And you need, isn't that pretty? The wind is blowing the wind chimes. You'll need some food coloring. You might already have this at your house. And I have the basic primary colors. I have the red, yellow, green, and blue. So I'm gonna add a few drops of food coloring in the bottom. I did 4 drops. Let's see if that's enough. That's totally up to you. You can see how bright you want your color. Ooh, what do you think? I think that's good enough. I like that. All right, so I added blue. Now I'm gonna add some red. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, that was 5. Oh well. And a little bit more water. I actually think that's not quite red enough, so I'm gonna add a little bit more. It almost looks orange, doesn't it? Let's add a little bit more. That's better. So we have blue, we have red. Next I'm gonna do green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add a little water. Ooh, I like that green. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, it's a bright green. 1 more yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure doesn't look yellow. Let's see what happens when we add water. Ah, it's yellow. Wow, it's a pretty yellow. Okay, so now we have our containers. And if we have enough flowers, I'm not sure I do. Ooh, we can do celery too. What happens when I mix, well, let's just do it. What happens when I mix red and blue together? What color do I get? Let's see. And the box will tell me how to mix different colors by adding different drops. Well, they used to do that. Oh, well, we're just gonna have to do it together. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 of the blue and 1, 2, 3, 4 of the red. Let's see what color we get. Ooh, can you tell? Purple. I think it needs one more little bit of red. Oh, purple. We made purple. By the way, I didn't mention, I just had these at my house. You can use jars, you can do anything that's laying around the house as your containers. It's kind of fun to use a clear one so that you can see your different colors, but it's okay if you don't have. So if we mix red and yellow together, what color are we gonna get? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 red. My top fell down. And 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow. Let's see what we get. Orange, 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 orange. Yay, I love all these colors. All right, so let's move these out of the way. Now let's say you can't find a white flower and you don't have any celery. I think you could even maybe do this with a rolled up piece of paper. We'll see about that in a minute. So now I'm gonna take my camellia flower and I think I'm gonna stick this one in the blue. I'm gonna put it over there so it doesn't spill. And then I'm gonna take another one, whoopsie. And I'm gonna put it in, should I put it in the orange? Let's put it in the orange. All right. Sticking it over there. And how about this little guy over here? Is he big enough? I think so. I'm gonna stick him in the green. I wonder what's gonna happen when we come back in a couple days. Do you think this flower is still gonna be white? But if the stem acts like a straw and it brings the water up to the flower, do you think the flower might change color? We'll have to wait and see. So I think I'll do one more flower and then I'll show you how we do the celery. So I'm just gonna break this off. What color? Should we do the purple? How about the orange? Okay. Now, if you have some celery laying around, and a grown-up would do this part, you want to cut off the end of the celery. Not you, an adult. Okay. I even have something super fun for us to do with the bottom of the celery. So since I've already cut it off and it's supposed to act like a sponge, a straw, I'm just gonna stick these in there and there. Let's do this for fun too. I'm gonna stick them in with the flowers. I can't wait to see what these are gonna look like. Do you think they're gonna drink up all the water? Okay, I'm gonna put these, well, I think I still have room. I'm running out of room on my table. I'm gonna move these boys and girls to just over here for 1 second. Oh, I can't wait to see the flowers and celery if they're gonna turn colors. Okay, great job. I love rainbow colors. Love, love, love. Oh, I'm gonna flip these two, and now I think we have a pretty good start to a rainbow. Wouldn't those look pretty on your kitchen windowsill or somewhere in your house? Even before they change color, I love the way they look. Okay, so we're almost done with craft time. You're doing such an amazing job. And I'm gonna go back to my flower print. I think that looks like a flower, don't you? I wonder if we painted it, put it down here, you think it might look like a flower? Okay, what color? I think I'm gonna go back for my yellow. This one I'm actually just gonna dunk. Oh, oops, I dunked too much. So because we want to see what it looks like. Oof. All right, here we go. I think I should open up the petals a little, the things a little bit more. Let me try that. Ugh. Open them up. I'm going to dip again a little bit. Now I'm going to try it again. I like it. What do you think? You know you can do this with a potato cut in half. You can do it. Why don't you think of some things that you could paint with and let me know? Oh, I might as well use this one. Should we try this flower? One more flower. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, so this time I'm going to go back to my orange. And you know, you don't have to do these all at one time. I'm just showing you all at one time. Oof. Oh, this is so pretty. I've never seen an orange camellia. Okay, I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna press it with my fingers. I bet you're gonna be much neater artist than I am. Pull it up. I'm gonna try it again. Oof. The best flower to do this with is a daisy. They work really well. What do you think? Do you like it? So, boys and girls, you have done a super job listening. I hope you have fun making your bird seed feeder. I hope you have fun making your flower or celery prints, whatever, excuse me, you think of. And I hope you have fun making your rainbow garden. Until we see each other again, bye.